Hi everyone, Rose here. As I said, I thought I would jump on here and we are going to make this guy. He's the round one. And at the end, I'm going to show you how to make the skinny one to fit into the pot. Okay, so what you're going to need today is, this is the 2.5 inch pot. Like I said in the last video, I'm going to try and link it below. I don't know. I'm still working on that, but I think I might be able to do that. If not, you know how to do it. You can just click on my name. Got these at the Dollar Tree, 3 for $1. So you're going to need that. You're going to need some stuffing. This is the color I'm going to use for my flower. I'm going to just use this. Is Big Twist. It's still the value and it's in the green. I'm sorry, in the lime. And for my dirt, I'm going to use this again. And it's going to be the putty, the Impeccable brand putty. Normally I would also be using this scrubby, but since I did that video with it, I'm just going to do it without it for this one because it's basically the same concept. I'm just not going to use it for this one, just to be a little bit easier to see. And we'll also need a tapestry needle, pair of scissors, and I'm going to do the H hook, 5.0 millimeter. Okay. All right, so once you get those things, we can get started. All right, so let's get this going here. Sorry, I'm gonna have to look at my notes. As you know, I just did a thrift store haul, so I'm still trying to like chill out and just get this going. I'm gonna do a good job. All right, so for this one, we are gonna start with a chain 9. So we're gonna do yarn over, fold it down like a pretzel, and then we're just gonna scoop in there, pick that up. And we're gonna chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Goes my yarn. All right. Now for our second row, we have 9 single crochets. We're going to single crochet. Not on this one. This is the first chain. This is the second chain. Okay. And we're going to do 8 single crochets in every one of these stitches all the way down. So we should have 8 total. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8, which is right next to that knot right there. Will be 8. Okay. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to chain 1 at the end of every row, and it does not count toward anything. Then we're going to turn our work. Now, just to add a little bit of interest, we are going to go ahead and carry this tail with us. I'm going to teach you how to do that. So what you do is we're going to go in that last stitch, which is our number 8 stitch. We're going to go in there, and before we do anything, we're just going to grab that tail and then put it on top of our hook. And then we're going to yarn over, pull it through, and come up. We have 2 strands. And there's 1 single crochet. And I'm holding that tail with my middle finger back here. All right, so that was 1. I'm going to keep holding on to it, kind of holding it with my middle finger and my ring finger. And this will be the second one. I'm going to make sure I go under it. I'm going to hold it down, and then I'm going to pull it up. And that's 2. And then we're going to do that again. This will be 3. And then 4. Still holding it. I'm like keeping it with me. 5. Sometimes it wants to go back to the ground. I have to pull it back up. So that's like right behind my stitches. Some people say right on top of your stitches, right behind your stitches, as long as it's right there where your hook is going to be able to go under it. That's all that matters. 6, this is 7. And then again, number 8 here likes to turn away from us. So now technically, once you do like 3 or 4 stitches, you could cut your tail right then and it'll be in enough. And so let's just go ahead and I'm just going to get rid of it. So, okay. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn. And that is all we're doing. We're just going to do 8 single crochets across. And we're going to do that for 15 rows total. So I'm going to let you do that. I'm going to chain 1 and turn. All right, so that was I can tell right here, there's that line I was talking about in that last video. I can see it. So I know I've done 2 and 3. That was row 3. We're going to do a total of 15. So I'm going to let you do that, and then I will meet you back when we get close to finishing 15. Okay, I just wanted to jump back in here real quick, and I wanted to show you these 2 guys here. As you can tell, I've done 2, 4, 6. So if you get to where you need help, I did 6 rows. I'm about to start my 7th, so I put it on 7. And then I would just go 7, 8, chain 1, and then once I turn, I would click it, and I'm starting my 8th. Same with this thing. But I wanted to throw that in there real quick in case you're having a hard time counting the rows as you go. All right, we'll see you here shortly. Hi guys, I am back, and I am on my 15th row. Okay, so this is the front, and this is the back. And the way I know is 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Here I am on 15. Just look for those lines up there. Okay, so we're going to finish up this row 15 together. I think I have like 4 stitches here. 1, 4. Okay. Oops, I totally did that off camera. But anyway, all right, we have our 15 rows. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1. And I'm going to leave a long tail for sewing. And again, it's going to be like the length from your shoulder to your fingertips. That is like long enough. Now, so I'm going to get my yarn in here. And let's see here. All right, this is the round one. So we're going to sew up the sides here. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through both loops. And then again, it's going to be the same side. If you look closely, you can see this Y looking thing. That's what I'm going to go under. I'm going to go under that one. And then on this side has the 2, looks like the V things. I'm going to go ahead and go under both of them for this one. I'm going to go down because it actually goes into those holes is where I'm actually coming out of. Okay. Close. So, and again, I'm going to make sure I'm lined up this time, not have a hole like I did the last one. All right, and then I'm going to get these very bits. You guys probably already know how to do this. I think I went pretty slow, and I want to try to not make this a super long video. Okay, so let's just go ahead and before it closes up, I'm gonna just grab that loop. Okay, and now we've got a tube. So again, I'm just gonna pick a spot. It doesn't matter if I go where I knotted off or in this hole right here. I'm just gonna go in there. I'm gonna come out somewhere. I'm not going to pull it tight yet. I'm going to go in another spot and wherever it wants to come out. Another spot, another spot. I'm like barely holding on to this. Yeah. I believe I'm back at the beginning. Now I'm going to just start pulling, cinching that closed. And then again, I'm going to pinch it. And then I'm just going to grab something so I can get a knot going. All right, that'll work. Now I'm just going to bring it to the bottom and just pull it out. And now we're going to get on some dirt and put that back in there. Be prettier if I had more stuff in the frame, but that's all right. For this one, we had 15, so we are going to do 15. Make a slip knot. I'm just going to pick a spot. This is the same thing like in the last one. And I'm just going to make sure I get 15 stitches around. So there's one. I got that gap there, that's fine. I'm just going to pick a spot over here, taking that tail with me, and I'm actually going to pull it a little bit. Why don't I move this up since I keep coming over to me anyway? Okay, so there's two. I'm going to pick another one here. Now, most of the time, normally when you are going around the edges like this uneven edge, we would be more particular about it, but this is just going to be hidden in a pot, so I'm not worried that I'm making these holes like this. It's okay. And as usual, I lost my count. So I'm just going to make a few more, and then I'm going to count before I get in too far. All right, this will be 12, 13, 14, and 15. However you need to do it, you can just get your 15 stitches around, and it's okay if they're not evenly spaced. And then we are going to join with a single crochet in this first stitch. So we'll pull that up. Okay. And then we are going to do another round of 15. So that was 1, 2. And it probably doesn't hurt to mention that if I happen to be going too fast, there is a spot at the top of the video that you can hit and it will slow things down like that. It'll slow it down. I'm just trying to get 15 single crochets. And this is 14 and 15. It's here. So let's do a little bit of an increase. So I'm going 15. Let's see, we're going to do 1, 2 in that first single crochet. Okay. I'm going to do a single crochet. Okay. So let me back up here before I go too far. That first one, we did 2 single crochets. So that's 1, 2. And then we did 4 single crochets after that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a total of 5 stitches we've used. Now, in the next one, we're going to do an increase. There's 1. There's 2. Okay. 3, 4. Okay. So we did, so it's like every 5. That way we have 3 extra increases for this round. Okay, so we're going to do our last increase here. There's 1 and 2. And then this should finish it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see what we got here. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yeah, we should have 18 because we have 15 stitches and we wanted to add 3 extra stitches. So we had to do 3 increases spread out. Now we're going to do 1 round of 18. Two, 3. There's 18. So we did 15 on this first round. We did another 15. And then we did an increase to 18. So we added 3 increases, which is 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. And we ended up with 18. And then on this last round, we did 18 stitches around. So now let's see what this looks like in here. All right. Yep, I think that's coming along real nice. So I think we can probably start decreasing now. Again, we're going to do the hard decrease. So we're going to do, and you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark my spot so that I can make sure. So I'm going to go in this first stitch, pull up a loop, and then I'm going to immediately go into the next, pull up a loop, 3. There we go. We just made 2 stitches into 1. So that's 1 and 2. And then we're going to do 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to decrease again. Go in the stitch, pull it up, go in the next stitch, pull it up, yarn over. Again, we made 2 stitches into 1. 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, did 4 single crochets. Now we're going to do 2 more. Another decrease. So we're going to go in, pull it up, go in there again, pull it up, 3, yarn over, there we go. And then we're going to do 4 single crochets. I'm not going to lie, I was sweating that one because I was like, is that math right? Okay, this is what it's like. I'm just freeballing. All right. I thought I wrote this down, and apparently I didn't, so that's why I was like, well, I can make it work somehow. So now we should have 15. So let's see. 2, 4, 6, 15. Yes. All right, now we're going to decrease again. And I think what we're just going to do because 15 doesn't divide in half. So we're just going to just do a hard decrease all the way around. So I am going to put my yarn in there. Put my hook in that first one, pull it up, put it in the next one, pull it up, 1, 2, 3. All right, here's my hard decrease. And we're just going to do that all the way around. So in, pull up, go in the next one, pull up, again, in, pull up. And I forgot to do this trick about put your finger there, yarn over, pull through. So the next one, go in, pull up, go in, pull up. I'm going to secure my next spot, pull through. Okay, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to go in there, secure my spot. So look, you guys get the gist. And then we have 1 stitch left. Let's not let him be left out. Single crochet in that last one. And then I think we could, we're just going to sew him up. Don't worry about decreasing anymore. It's big enough. So I'm going to take 10 inches. We'll get our yarn needle. But first, let's stuff them. So I just take a little bit of stuffing at a time. And I just work it in there. I just find that I don't have this big giant clump. That's sometimes it just like all holds together and I can't break it up. But when I put in little bits at a time, it's easier to move about. That's just been my experience. Some more here. And I'm just going in here, making sure I like the way that is. Okay, because it looks like it's starting to want to spread out, so I think that's going to be good. And now I'm going to go into the dirt. And I think I'm happy with that. That's good enough. And let's yarn this up. And again, it doesn't have to be pretty, so I am going to, I think on this one, since this hole is a little bit bigger, I'm going to go under both loops. I'm going to pick that up, and I'm going to go in the next stitch. I'm going to go on under both loops. Go and pick that up, and I'm going to do that all the way around, every stitch. I'm not pulling it tight yet. I'm just going to go in there. And we'll just do this all the way around. My table's like, I have this plastic thing over, and it's trying to take off. All right. I don't know if I went all the way, so I'm going to do one more. Now I'm going to just, yeah, that's going to work well. Okay. And then I'm going to catch it with my thumb, and then I slide under there. And then I let it go. 1 knot's good enough for me on this. Yeah. Pull that tight. And then we have this. All right, let's get that flower going. All right, we're going to do the flower now. This one, we're going to go ahead and do the magic circle. Oh, Pooh, you know what I meant to do? Oh, I can't do it right now. Okay, never mind. I got a microphone. That's what I was going at, but I can't because I'm watching the monitor. All right, I'm going to do a magic circle. I start it like a slip knot where it looks like the pretzel. And then I come in here and I did a whole video on it. I hope it was slow enough. And then I'm going to come up and I'm going to chain one. And then I turn it because I like my tail to go in the direction I am. Now from here, we're going to chain 3. We're going to do 2 double crochets. And I'm not going to dawdle on this too long because I did go really slow in the last video. And like I said, I'm going to try and link that down below so that you can watch it more in detail if you need to. So we did a chain 3. We did 2 double crochets. And now we're going to chain 3. And then we're going to slip stitch into this magic ring. Pull that. And then okay, now we're going to chain 3. We're going to do 2 double crochets. I'm holding this whole thing together with my middle finger, my ring finger, and my thumb. That's what's keeping me in control here. And then we're going to do 2 double crochets. We're going to chain 3 and slip stitch into the ring. Now I go in. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. And then as I come through, I'm turning my hook. And this hand's pulling this way while this finger and the yarn that's in right here is pulling that way. Takes some time to learn that. I struggled with it so hard. I mean, to the point where I was like, I am not going to do magic circles. 2 more double crochets. Chain 3, 2 double crochets. We're going to chain 3 again. Slip stitch into the ring. Okay. But I kept practicing and kept practicing and kept practicing. And some people, they turn their hook down and pull, and then some people turn it the other way. I mean, you really have to just find what works for you, because it is, everybody has their own way. Chain 3, 2 more double crochets. Okay, so this is my 4th petal, so chain 3. I'm going to do another slip stitch into the ring. Okay, and for the last petal, we're going to chain 3, 2 double crochets. Chain 3, and last slip stitch into the ring. And then I'm going to start pulling it. I want to get my hook to the back, so I'm like pushing these petals toward me. And then I'm going to go ahead and slip or chain 1, and then I can just pull this. Pull it pretty good too. And then it closes that little flower up. Okay, and I've already chained 1, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna leave about 10 to 12 inches just to sew it on. And then I like to do like a square knot, because it just kind of keeps it from opening back up. I usually do things in 2 or 3, just depending on the day. But since this is just, well, I guess I'm doing 3. There we go. I'm going to sew it on. Now, let's see where do we want to put this? First, I'm going to just get rid of this tail. And I'm not worried about it, so I'm just going to go under. Just going to go up under some of those and just take it out. And then, okay. And now we're going to put this back on here. And let's see, where do we want it? Like I said, I like mine to be just a little bit off center. I think that'll be cute. All right, same concept. I'm going to hold it. And like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I did do it in the last one. And then I'm going to pick up the petals to push it away so I can see underneath. And then I'm going to just grab something. And then I'm going to find the back of those double crochets and pick up some of them. And I'm going to squeeze it so I can not lose my place. And then I'm going to go up to the next petal. I'm going to pull it back. Let's go down a little bit. Let's pick up whoever wants to come out. And then I'm looking at it, and I want to make sure I cover the spot up here. Go to the next petal, and I have all these to choose from. I can go any of these, so I'm just gonna see what. Oh, I picked up 3 that time. Well, no, I didn't. And then I'm just gonna get underneath this petal. As long as you go underneath, you know, and pick up something from the back, that's what hides it. And then this last one, I think, I feel like it was Jada in Stitches that I learned that from. And then this is really the last one. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do a knot. So I'm going to just go back underneath, and I'm just going to pick up something. I'm actually going behind the 2 that I started with. I'm going to wait till I get my little loop there, and then I'm going to come back in with my needle and knot it off. And I think I'm just going to do one more just for security. Tie that. And I think I'm just gonna come back out the flower. Oops, where am I? There I am. Come out there. Snip that off. And let's see. I'm just gonna squish them down a little bit. There. I like it. Even by itself, I like it. Something about that flower being crooked that just gives it like character. All right, now real quickly, I am going to show you, I'm probably just going to talk you through it. So to add the dirt, I just whipped this up, to add the dirt to the slender one so that it'll fit in this pot. Tomorrow I'm going to spend some time and try to get my angles better because I feel like it's a struggleville to get it to fit in this pot. What I did was we did our 9 to join on, and I think what I'm going to do is on the video that I did this, I think I'll edit it in the I don't know if it'll be in the comments or the description of this, so that, you know, you can like be done with this video if you want. We did 9 to join. So on the round 2 on this, you're going to do an increase. So you're going to do 2 single crochets in each stitch around. So that'll be 18. So 9 and then 18. And then you're going to do a round, 2 rounds of 18 single crochets. You can do that for 2 rounds. Okay. And then you're going to decrease, the hard decrease for the last round. So it'll be, you go in, you pull up a loop, go immediately in the next one, you pull up a loop, and then you slide it through. And it'll be back down to 9. And then you're going to have your hole. And then you stuff it, and then you take your needle, and then you close it however you like. And then it will fit into your pot. Which, now that I've done it, I'm kind of like, you know, I kind of like this bigger pot. I thought I really liked the little one for these slender ones, but I think I really like this pot for this. So I will just, I don't know what I'm going to do next. But you guys, all the new subscribers, you guys, thank you so, so much. I'm just like tickled pink. I can't wait to see what unfolds for us. And I look forward to reading your comments. And I will just catch you in the next one. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Bye.